Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Gary before here bringing you another Minecraft World War II tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be going ahead and building the towed version of the 10cm Schwere Kanone 18. The 10.5cm Schwere Kanone 18, abbreviated to 10.5cm SK18, was a field gun used by Germany in World War II. The gun was basically designed to be a replacement and a new 10.5 basically field gun to be used by the German army. The gun itself, really, there's not much really to it history-wise. It was just basically a gun that was based on a Krupp carriage, and it was built with a Rheinmetall gun on top of it. And the gun was not fielded until 1933 through 1944, but in total, about 1,500 guns were produced until 1945, and then after the war it served with the Albion and Bulgarian armies. So it's a really interesting gun. You know, a lot of you guys have been asking for field guns and stuff like that on the channel, so I wanted to obviously deliver and give you guys a nice German field gun, as you guys seem to really like the German stuff. So here we have a nice German field artillery gun. So this is the towed version of it. If you have not already, be sure to check out the firing position one, which is the one with it actually deployed, which I imagine a lot of you guys are going to probably want to have. But this is also a nice little design for those of you guys that want to have a little convoy, or maybe have like a little ammunition dump or depot where this is not really in a state to be firing, but it's more of just waiting to be transported to the battlefield, or transported, you know, retreating, or whatever you really want to do, whatever scenarios. This vehicle will work really good for it. And this is also designed to be hitched up, I should say, to a Opel Blitz. So I have an Opel Blitz design, or one of my artillery tractors, or any of my other, you know, German vehicles, half-track, stuff like that, so that it can be towed into a, you know, position that it wants to be fired. So what's really interesting about this gun is that when it's in the towed version, is it has obviously the main gun itself and the axle the gun usually sits on in the firing position version, but it also, the legs kind of clamp back and they come back to this point, and it attaches up to another axle set of wheels. So it's kind of a unique gun in that design, to where it doesn't have, like, you know, just the one axle there, and then it attaches up in the back here to the hitch, but it actually has another axle here, which, you know, makes a little bit more sense, and all that stuff. So it has a nice axle connection, and then it connects up to whatever vehicle is pulling it. So really cool design, obviously, and really happy the way it came out. Obviously we have the gun barrel here, the cannon breech back here, all the little details and stuff like that all the way around it. Down here we got the axle for the front here, all the detailing again, looks pretty cool. Then as we work our way back, we got the support legs here, so when the gun fires, it will have these legs deployed, as you can see over here, but this time they're pulled up. So yeah, the legs can all get folded up into this point right here, and you know, they basically come back in the axle. It's overall really cool. I really do like the way this towed version of the gun looks. Kind of reminds me of that of kind of like the Flak 88, and how they would have like the two axles connect to it and stuff like that. Germany definitely had, you know, some really cool towed artillery, or towed really field gun designs and stuff like that, with the attachable axles and stuff like that. So pretty cool stuff overall, and again, you know, hopefully you guys can obviously find a use for it and stuff like that. Kind of creates a more kind of realistic battlefield, maybe having these transported in and convoys and stuff like that. So pretty cool stuff. Let's go ahead and move into the tutorial by beginning with our first layer. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving into our first layer, we'll be going ahead and beginning with layer 1. For layer 1, we're going to start off by going ahead and getting our front axle established. So for this, we're going to place down 2 cobblestone stairs upside down, back to back to each other. We then want to take end rods, and across the stair that you want facing toward the front of the gun, we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 end rods across, followed by a cobblestone upside down stair, and then one right behind it. When that's done there, we're going to place down a nether brick top slab here on both sides of the cobblestone walls, and then a stone brick top slab across in between them. Going back from these nether brick top slabs here, we're going to place down a stone brick top slab here on both sides. We then want to go ahead and go out to the side with 1 and 2 stone brick top slabs like this, so 1 and 2 out to the sides like so. With that done, we can go ahead and grab ourselves some placeholder blocks that we can use to easily count out to the back axle here. So going ahead and going off of these stone brick top slabs, we're going to go ahead and count back 1, 2, 3, and 4 blocks of space back. We're going to go ahead and then place down in there 2 cobblestone upside down stairs back to back to make the half here for this rear wheel. Going to the side here, we're going to take our stone brick top slabs, coming off this cobblestone upside down stair here, we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3. Stone brick top slabs over, followed by a cobblestone upside down stair, and another one right behind it, like that for the rear axle. We then also want to go and place down a stone brick top slab here in the middle, followed by another brick top slab like that to both sides, like that for the axle back here. With that done, we can go and delete these placeholder blocks. Then you can see that currently so far we have something that looks just like this for the Toad version. And with that, that is going to finish off layer number 1. And with that, let's go ahead and move on to layer number 2. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we're going to be moving on to layer number 2. For layer number 2, to go ahead and get started here, we're going to go ahead and basically have to break these end rods real quick so that on top of them we can place down a dragon head like this on both sides. We can go and then break these blocks underneath it, then replace our end rods, and then in the space in between the zombie heads right here, we're going to place down a anvil on top of this end rod like so. Then coming off the side of this anvil, we're going to place down a wooden sign like so. With that done, we're going to go ahead and then place down a cobblestone stair like this on both sides, back to back. After that's done, we're going to go ahead and take a polished andesite block, place it down here in the middle, and then we want to go and take our cobblestone walls and place down one cobblestone wall to both sides. Once that's done, we're going to place down one more cobblestone wall back, same thing over here, and then from this cobblestone wall, we're going to go ahead and go out to the sides, one more like this. With that done, we're going to go ahead and then place down a row of 1, 2, and 3 polished andesite blocks back, same thing over here, 1, 2, and 3 polished andesite blocks back. We're going to go ahead and also take a tripwire hook and place down a tripwire hook on both sides of this first polished andesite block. Now in the middle space here, we're going to go ahead and place down a stone brick upside down stair in this space right here, followed by a row of 2 of iron trapdoors back. So 1 and 2 iron trapdoors back like that. And then coming off this first iron trapdoor here, we're going to place down a stone brick top slab to the side, like so, and that's only going to be on the left side and not the right side. With that done, we're going to go to the polished andesite blocks here. So the third one like this, we're going to place down a cobblestone wall on the inside here, followed by a polished andesite block going back from this cobblestone wall. Once that's done, we're going to place down a stone brick upside down stair on both sides like this, followed by a stone brick top slab coming off that stair. When that's done there, we're going to go and place down a skeleton skull come off the side of this polished andesite block, so same thing there on both sides. And we also want to place down an end rod coming off the skeleton skull going toward the back. With that done, we're going to go and then grab ourselves a dark oak fence gate, place down a dark oak fence gate come off the side of this the stone brick top slab, and we're going to have it opened up toward the stone brick top slab like so. In the middle space here, we're going to place down a stone brick top slab that comes off from these ones and goes toward the middle here, connects up at this point right here. And then we're going to go and grab an anvil and place down an anvil on top of this stone brick top slab right there to where the gun attaches up to. With that all done, we're going to go and grab ourselves a cobblestone wall. We're going to place down a cobblestone wall on both sides of this anvil. We also want to grab ourselves a redstone comparator and place down a redstone comparator on these stone brick top slabs like that on the inside here for this axle. We then want to place down 2 stone brick stairs back to back on top of these stone brick upside down stairs. So same thing like that on both sides. And with that done, we're going to go and grab ourselves a wither skeleton skull and place down a wither skeleton skull on both sides. With that done, we're going to then place down a end rod coming off these 2 these 2 wither skeleton skulls, followed by an end rod across in between them. With that done, we're going to then grab ourselves a nether brick top slab. We're going to place down a nether brick top slab like this across. Actually, this needs to go up. So a nether brick top slab like this, followed by a wither skeleton skull on both sides of it. Coming off this nether brick top slab, we're going to place down a block forward, wither skeleton skull, and then a end rod like that. So basically you have your front trailer hitch like this. And on the inside here, there's nothing really much else for us to add except in between these polished andesite blocks. We're going to place down a block here on the ground. And then we want to place down a skeleton skull like this right there in the middle. But other than that, that's going to pretty much wrap it up for layer 2. You should have something that looks like this from up above. And with that all complete, we can go ahead and move on to our next layer, layer 3. Moving on to our next layer, we have layer 3. For layer 3 to go ahead and get started here, we're going to place down a polished andesite block on top of the anvil right here. We then want to go ahead and place down an additional polished andesite block forward, followed by a stone brick stair, and then a skeleton skull on the end here. We're going to go ahead and go to the side of the stone brick stair and polished andesite block, place down wooden signs here on both sides. Same thing here on both sides, and then we just want to go ahead and place down a cobblestone wall on both sides of this polished andesite block like that. After that's done, we're going to go ahead and then place down a polished andesite block here in the middle, followed by a stone brick stair on both sides like that. Coming off the side of that stone brick stair, we're going to go ahead and go into our creative menu, grab ourselves a item frame and place down an item frame on the side of the stair, and same thing over here on this side as well. With that done, we're going to go ahead and then place down a row of 1 and 2 polished andesite blocks back. We're going to go ahead and then grab ourselves a iron bar and place down an iron bar in between these stone brick stairs and polished andesite block like that. After that, we're going to go ahead and place down a iron trapdoor coming off this coming off the iron bars right here on both sides, and we also want to go ahead and grab ourselves a light gray banner and place down a light gray banner coming off these iron trapdoors toward the front there. With that done, we're going to go ahead and focus in on the left side here. So for the left side, we're going to need to go ahead and grab ourselves a dark oak fence gate and place down a dark oak fence gate on top of the stone brick top slab with it opened up toward the back here. With that done, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a cobweb, and we're going to place down a cobweb in an item frame coming off the dark oak fence gate like this, and we also want to place down a skeleton skull coming off the fence gate to the left side like so. With that done, we're going to go ahead and then place down a stone brick slab on top of this iron trap door. On both sides of this stone brick slab, we're going to go ahead and place down a wooden sign here on both sides. With that done, we're going to then place down a redstone repeater on top of this middle polished andesite block in this row 3 here on the sides, and same thing right here, like that. With that done, we're going to go ahead and go back to this section here. We're going to go ahead and place down a cobblestone wall on top of this stone brick upside down stair, and this is going to be on the left side and left side only, and on the 3 sides like this around the cobblestone wall we're going to wrap signs around, and then just a stone brick slab back like this. On this side over here, we're going to place down 2 stone brick slabs. We then want to place down 1 stone brick slab on top of this one back, followed by a skeleton skull to both sides of it. We then want to place down a stone brick upside down stair that goes on top of this anvil. And then on top of the cobblestone walls here, to both sides, we're going to place down a iron trapdoor. And lastly, to finish it off, a skeleton skull coming off this stone brick upside down stair. And then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and place down a redstone repeater with the notches flicked out to the sides on top of this nether brick top side like that. With that all done, that is going to do it for layer number 3. With that, we can move into our last final layers, layers 4 and 5. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving into our last final layers, we have layers 4 through 5. For these layers here, we're going to start off by placing down a stone brick upside down stair on top of this polished andesite block, like so. After that, coming off that polished andesite, or that stone brick upside down stair, we're going to place down an anvil forward, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 polished andesite blocks going forward like that. After that, we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and actually 7 cobblestone walls going forward, and, or sorry, my bad, it's actually supposed to be 6 forward, so my bad on that one. Anyways, once that's done there, we're going to go ahead and then place down a cobblestone wall on top of this stone brick stair here to both sides, and on the side of these cobblestone walls, we're going to place down a wooden sign. Now, coming off this cobblestone, or coming off this polished andesite block here, we're going to place down a skeleton skull on both sides like that, and then going back from the cobblestone wall, we're going to place down a end rod back, followed by a skeleton skull like that coming off that stair. Once that's done, over here on the right side, we're going to go ahead and place down a tripwire hook coming off this stone brick stair. We then want to go ahead and go to this iron bar right here, place down a block on top of it, and we're going to go ahead and place down a skeleton skull on top of it. We're going to go ahead and delete this block, and then we're going to place down a end rod right there on top of that iron bar. We then want to place down a redstone comparator on top of the stone brick upside down stair like that, followed by a iron trapdoor on top of the anvil, and then we want to go ahead and place down a row of what is going to be 3, 1, 2, and 3 stone brick slabs going forward, a skeleton skull on the last slab going forward, and then we want to place down signs on the last 2 stone brick slabs. So just like this on both sides here. And once you have that all done, that is going to pretty much wrap up layers 4 and 5, and with that you're going to go and complete the towed version of the SK 18 10.5 centimeter field artillery gun. Hope you guys do enjoy this design and are able to put it to good use. Again, as I mentioned, this could be really good in convoys and stuff like that, or just in a weapons depot and all that. So hope you guys do enjoy it and are able to put it to good use. If you guys do end up using this design, I do ask that you guys give me proper credit for it. This can be anything from a side of the build to my channel or this video if it does appear in social media sites. As long as you guys give me credit for it, your free to use a favorite projects you guys are working on. Overall, enjoy the build, have fun with it, and all that fun stuff. Anyways, thank you guys all so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Jerick2 and I'll see you guys next time.